Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and we're back on Overwatch. The newest hero just got added to the PTR version of the game, which is like a testing realm for Overwatch, and that hero is Doomfist, one of the most highly anticipated heroes till this day for the game, and pretty much any game in general. I've been waiting for this hero for such a long time. It's been around 1 year, just waiting to have the chance to play this amazing hero, and obviously this hero is bloody awesome. I can't believe how cool he is, and what he does is amazing. And when it comes to Doofus 1v1ing or pretty much fighting anyone up close and personal, he will demolish you. He has so much damage output, it's insane. He does fall into the defensive category or that role for that one reason, because his DPS is too high. That's obviously a really cool factor. Many people expected this character to be a tank, but it looks like that was wrong. Even though it's wrong, I'm pretty happy with the output. And hopefully there's some gameplay in this background showcasing Doofist. There isn't 6 players using Doofist all at once on each team. So hopefully you guys can get some type of acknowledgement of what he actually does when it comes to like a real life match. Even though it's the PTR, a lot of things are there just for fun. No one's serious about it. And it's pretty much hard to really test the character out to his complete potential. But we tried our best to, and he's really fun at this moment. And let's get to the topic of this video, and that is how to counter this new hero, Doomfist. We're going to talk about the biggest counters, pretty much the most important ways to counter this character to some other abilities or some other heroes that you can use to counter this character by just using microplay. So there's a lot of things I want to talk about in this video, because I feel like it's going to be really interesting. It's going to give you a lot of details about how to counter this hero, so you can stop all those Doomfist players from doing anything towards you when it comes to the PTR or the live version of the game once he's been added to the game. But before we get into this video, make sure you smash that like button. Let's try to get 100 likes on this video. Any type of support on these videos means a lot to me. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So the first thing you need to know about Doofus, majority of his damage output comes out of his abilities, meaning that his basic attack is not the main form of damage output within his kit. The basic attack being his left hand being able to shoot 4 shots, pretty much like shotgun shells, and then recharge them over time. That is not his main form of damage output. So if anything happens towards his kit, like a silence or pretty much a hack, he becomes totally irrelevant. And this is when a hero like Sombra shines so bright and could make the Sombra meta be really huge when versing a Doomfist or pretty much a dive comp meta in the next coming days. So right now all the Sombra mains are rejoicing, because once they verse a Doomfist hero or dive comp meta, they're gonna wreck. Because with Sombra, you have your hacking tool, which is your alternate fire ability. You hack someone, and then you make their kit completely irrelevant. So when you see a Sombra against a Genji player, usually the Sombra player will end up hacking Genji, but Genji does have some passives like climb up walls, and pretty much an infinity amount of throwing stars. It doesn't really affect him as much, but when you do that towards Doofus, he's just a sitting duck. He has no way to escape, and pretty much has to eat any type of damage output that comes from the enemy team towards him, because he can't get out no matter what, due to the fact that he has to resort to his abilities for his mobility to be able to engage or escape fights. So that's what makes him useless when a Sombra plays against him. And with Sombra, she has an EMP as well, which is another added benefit to stop Doomfist with the AoE hack ability. So it just makes Doomfist's life kind of hard if you're versing a Sombra or a very good Sombra main with a lot of experience, because even though they pick the hero, you still have the potential to destroy them instantly with your charge ability, due to the fact that it does 250 damage, and it's pretty easy if you can just get the right positioning and smash that character Sombra into a wall. You'll be able to one-shot her quite easily. So that is one massive counter towards the new hero Doomfist, followed up by another hero, that is Pharah, due to the fact that if Doomfist is trying to kill any targets, it's usually on the ground, because that's where a Doomfist's greatest advantage is, on the ground, in your face, destroying you. But once something's flying in the air above you and you can't really get close to it, what can you do? Pretty much nothing. That's where Pharah does shine a lot. Pretty much her keeping her distance and hovering above Doomfist constantly and just shooting rockets down is enough to destroy a Doomfist player. Even though Doofus has a lot of mobility, he needs to dodge for his life, which isn't that easy when it feels like it's raining explosive rockets constantly towards your position. It's going to be a hard time, and Pharah shines for that one reason. And also Pharah does have a bit of utility in the kit with a displacement grenade ability, which usually displaces enemies away from a target location that she's chosen. So for example, the enemy Doofus is trying to target one of your friendly teammates, and he's going in for the charge. And he's pretty much right now, right next to your teammate. He missed the charge, but he's really close to your teammate, and he's going for those punches and using his basic attacks at the same time to do as much damage to kill your teammate. You can just shoot your grenades displacement ability and displace the enemy Doofus player away from a team member. So pretty much he's a little bit disorientated for a bit, and he obviously has to get his cooldowns back in order to close the gap once again to your teammate. But usually by then, you have maybe killed that Doomfist player, or your friendly teammate has recovered from that damage, and obviously is able to output more damage towards that Doomfist player to end up getting that killing blow and slaying that Doomfist player that was about to destroy her, or it, or him. So pretty much Sombra and Pharaoh are tied at #1 position as the biggest counters towards the new hero Doomfist. And now let's move on to some other heroes that are able to counter this hero in a particular way. With Widow, it's just Widow keeping her range. If you're able to play Widow and keep your range and keep your distance from that Doomfist player at all times, you'll be able to get free picks quite easily, especially once he uses his uprising uppercut type of move, which is pretty much when he hooks someone towards the air and then he knocks them up as he leaps up with them as well. That's what Doofus does with one of his abilities, so we can get free pickings because once Doofus is in the air, he slowly comes down unless he uses his other ability called Seismic Slam, which makes him slam the ground. Either way, you can have a brief time or moment to be able to gain some nice shots on that Doofus player when playing as Widow, even as Hanzo. Anything that keep a good distance against that Doofus player can really wreck him. Also, what I've noticed, many people that are playing Doofus at this current moment are just spamming abilities, and they use all the abilities to exhaust their character, and then their point when they're just vulnerable as hell. And I honestly don't see anyone abusing that factor. And this is where the snipers or the ranged heroes can abuse that factor. If they use all the abilities all at once, that means they have no more mobility until the abilities are off cooldown, which is around 7 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds. So you have a brief amount of time to go for those killing blows when playing as a sniper hero or ranged hero, so use that to your advantage. But I'm guessing over the times to come, and people that get more experience on the character Doomfist, they'll be able to have a rhythm towards his abilities, so they're never pretty much stopping in one place for more than 1 second. So be careful, and obviously keep practicing, so you're able to destroy those Doomfist players when playing as a sniper hero or ranged hero within the Overwatch experience. Another hero that is able to counter Doomfist when he's up close and personal is McCree. His flashbang is an amazing ability and really does disorientate the player Doomfist when he's actually coming up close and trying to hook you to death with these punches. It's really hard, honestly, because once you get flashbang, you can't really do much. You feel like you're super slow, because most likely he's able to cancel your charge ability. Say you're charging towards him with your charge ability, he's able to flashbang you, then you're just right there, right in front of him, and you can't really close the gap sometimes. So McCree is a very good pick, and I've seen him quite a lot when I've been playing Doomfist, and he does a crazy amount of damage towards him. And the last hero that will be able to counter Doomfist is Tracer. Tracer is really great. I think she's really underrated when it comes to the Doomfist versus Tracer matchup. Even though it's been a day or two from this video, she's really good. I've seen her, I've played as Tracer against Doomfist, and it makes their life a living hell because every time they use their ability, you're just dodging for days. So they can't really close the gap on you since now their abilities are lock-on abilities, but you can just keep running around them and keep destroying them with your pistols and just blink away every time they try to get close to you. So all these heroes that we mentioned, depending on the scenario, majority of the time it could favor them, but in a different scenario, it could obviously favor you and you're able to instantly destroy them in that matchup when versing these heroes. But let's do like a little quick top 5 Doomfist counter hero list. And number 1 would be Sombra, number 2 would be Pharaoh, number 3 will be Tracer, and number 4 will be the ranged snipers, Widow and Hanzo, and number 5 will be McCree. Those are like the best type of heroes that you need in your team comp when versing a Doomfist player. You can choose one of these. Majority of these are offensive and defensive heroes, and they are really super effective when versing a Doomfist player. But mates, as always, tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section down below. Do you mates want to see more Overwatch gaming content or other games on the channel, or just stay with Paragon for a little bit longer? Because I'm trying to bring new content to the channel, and I feel like Overwatch is always something I like and always enjoy in my spare time, so why not showcase that even more on the channel? And also, Paragon is the main game on my channel, so expect more Paragon gaming content soon. And what other heroes do you think can counter Doomfist in this current meta? Because I personally haven't been able to test out every hero against Doomfist yet, but I'm guessing there's going to be another hero or two that's able to counter Doomfist pretty darn well. If you guys have tested it and you guys know what it is, leave it in the comment section down below. So leave your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. So mates, if you did enjoy this video, show us by smashing that below like button. Let's try to get 100 likes on this video. And if you mates want to see more Overwatch gaming content and gaming content in general on my channel, all you have to do is share with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry. We're back very soon. Hey, dads, boys. You guys ain't seen nothing yet. Oh my god, mates, the Doomfist grind is real, and I can't wait to main this character once it's in live servers, because I'm making sure I'm going to get master rank with this character. So I'm able to give that master fisting to every person I verse.